like I was talking about traveling into the future, okay? If you travel at the speed of light, okay? Now, if you travel, the only way you would literally be able to in one person's lifetime would be 1/256th, all right, of a light year. 1/256th of a light year, all right? That would be 66.890 years. That would be one human lifetime. 1/128th would be 133 years. 1/64 would be 267 years. 1/32nd would be 535. 1/16th would be 1,070. 1/8th would be 2,140. 1/4 would be 4,281. 1/2 would be 8,562. 1 light year would be 17,125 years on Earth. So if you actually traveled 1 light year, which is 6 trillion miles, or 186,000 miles per second, if you traveled that long, 17,000 years would go by on Earth. All right? So this is basically just a calculator I've done when it comes to if you traveled at the speed of light, how far would you have to travel, and how far back before how much time would go by. And basically, you know, this is what you get. So literally traveling the speed of light is possible to travel into the future, but you're never going to be able to rewind that. You're never going to be able to go back. So whenever your ancestor or whoever it is, a family member is 66 years old, they're only going to get older. Okay, you're not going to be able to make them younger. You're not going to be able to go back in the past and hang out with them back in the day, you know. Once you traveled that fast at the speed of light and came down, that's how much time is going to go by, and it's not going to get any younger. They're not going to get any younger. Now, this is just some stuff I was taking notes on when it comes to the world the way it is. All right, you know, in an unhappy world, people are more susceptible to malevolence and violence, anger, stuff like that. All right, anyway, filling the world makes a higher probability that a person in a remote area will meet another person. So the more people you have on the planet, the more of a chance that even in an area where there's no people, there's a chance you might still run into a person with the more people that are on the planet. I mean, this is obvious. This is an obvious fact. But this digresses from what I was speaking of. This is kind of a different subject in a way. But I'm talking about the whole of this channel. The whole purpose of my channel is to solve some of the fighting and arguing, and to maintain or at least generate some kind of peace somehow, because it's unnecessary to act the way we've been acting. Okay. All right, and like saying God is infallible. Okay, God is perfect. You know, technically, the laws of nature are perfect. And if they were fallible, then we wouldn't have everything that exists now. And that's why in a lot of these movies it talks about, like in Dogma or Warlock and stuff like that, that if God was proven wrong or fallible or whatever, then everything wouldn't exist the way it does. Everything would not exist. Okay, and it's science. Like I said, many times Hollywood knows something. Okay, Hollywood does know something. They have access to things that not minorities, but civilians technically don't. You know, the rich people, the elite, they got connections. They know stuff. They seep information out in movies. They don't think anybody will catch on, or they're purposely doing it so somebody will catch on. Okay, now, with the universe reducing to ash to ashes, dust to dust, now, we've lived in space, or space has literally existed for trillions of what we call years. Okay, trillions, all right? That means that everything has reduced to ash before, all right? Carbon, ash, okay? What is a diamond? Diamond is an allotrope of ash, or carbon, okay? So the singularity was nuclear and electric energy, but was comprised of a lot of ash and dust too, okay? So that would be literally like a giant neutron star. And they say, well, neutron stars might hold the key to understanding how the universe formed, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, this is obviously why. Okay, because the singularity literally was like a gigantic diamond. Okay, it was literally a carbon star. It was the perfect square, Metatron's cube. Okay, literally, we are carbon-based for many reasons. Not only the fact that carbon is a good binder to itself, it's the fact that carbon exists all throughout the universe. Okay? And what's funny is, in science, they say there's no way that carbon or protoplasm or protocarbon could exist unless there was a whole bunch of time, but there's not. There's only, we only got 13.7 billion years. Okay, well, when you consider timeless space and the time before time, you have all that time there. Actually, I'll show you. All right, see right here. Primordial carbon. The triple alpha process is ineffective at the pressures and temperatures in the early Big Bang. Our consequences of this is that no significant amount of carbon was produced in the Big Bang. Okay, now